Hello guys, and welcome to weekly outlook here on Pound USD, Euro USD. We've got gold, USDCAD, and DXY. Starting off with Pound USD, but before that, quickly, this is weekly outlook 50. So we do have just 2 more weeks for the end of the year, and if you're watching this, thank you for, even if this is the first video you're watching, but yeah, thank you for watching. And this is more like me trying to, stay very consistent or stay active in the market. All right, let's get into it. Pound USD, we have price breaking above this region of 1.3360 last week and making a new high in the past weeks here at 1.34. 28 regions, and looks like we're having a pullback. This is textbook higher highs and higher lows, and we have one here at the high at this pullback. We're getting one right now. So just like we had this break and this, and price did pull back this way and continued. I think that's what we're creating right now to make a new high. That being said, I think there's a room for further to see price come at least to retest the regions of 1.3490 and 1.35, and even possibility of seeing price come back all the way to 1.36. Yeah, we could even see an upward trend line validation here, possibly. Okay, that being said, I'm anticipating to see price continue to the upside from here, um, basically, or maybe we could just get a fake out and see price come into these regions here and create a double bottom and then still go back to the upside. Yes, let's see how that plays out. Very much, let me adjust this a little bit. I'm very much looking to see price around this region here. So basically that's it. Let me take this one off because it's just as good as just retesting the regions and going back to the upside. Of course, the only reason we'll be looking for sell opportunities will be when price comes below this, which I don't see happening around this region here. If price breaks below this here, we have this loose before, so if price comes below here, then we might look for a retest here. But for now, I'm looking for that buy to the upside. And over here on EURUSD is quite very similar. I want to see maybe pull back into this region here or here. We just create a double bottom and then we can retest this new height made at 1.1750 psychological level. We could possibly break it and the price to continue to the upside here. There's room to the upside. We're looking at possibilities of all these regions here for 1.1850. That's 100 pips from its current price, over 100 pips from the current price. Yeah, let's see how that plays out. Of course, sales will definitely be around below these regions here, but I'm still looking to see price being bullish. We could get a counter trade from these regions down, but yeah, that would be very risky. But yeah, okay, we have gold finally after a couple of weeks now back trading around these regions of 4,250 regions and above. Looks like we've had this retest and we might get a continuation at market open, but we need to slide down a little bit to the down small time frame. And you see this is doing here, it did it here. Okay, we had this high, maybe come back, we're going to retest that top and maybe come back or continue to the upside, but I think it's trying to play the same trick it did here. So if I'm not mistaken, I would just say I would see price maybe come back to give us a double bottom here, retest these regions here, or fake out here, and then we can continue to the upside, retesting 4,300 and possibly back to the top 4,350 right there. Back on the 4 hours time frame, if we get a very huge bullish movement in gold, then I'll be anticipating price to trade above these regions of 4,300 and let's just call it 4,360 70 regions, and maybe yeah, if price breaks above that, then we'll look for more opportunities to bag gold to the upside. Interesting one. Yeah. And then USDCAD quite very trading with DXY and inversely correlating with pound USD and euro USD. It's dumped to the downside while GU and EU pumped to the upside. So basically now what I'm going to be anticipating is quite similar to just see price pull back and maybe to create a double top here at 1.3815 region, and then maybe come back to bottom 1.3730, possibly break, retest, and then continue to the downside here. And if we push this up, you could actually see the upward trend line broken. We are possibly retesting the final one, but there's a room to the downside around these regions of 1.3650 and even below. So I want to see price maybe pull back into these regions of 1.3815. The craziest part would be to see price come back all the way back to 1.29 before pulling down. But yes, I'm looking for a pullback. If I see rejections, good one here, we could sell down to 1.3690 or possibly 1.3650. Let's just, yeah, basically. And then lastly, DXY for confluence and confirmations. We have seen price come into this region and we're looking like we're pulling back, and maybe possibly to see price pull back into these beautiful regions of 98.75, and then create maybe some rejections, and then we can continue back down to retest 98 and possibly below. So basically, if we get that pullback here on DXY, we'll get a pullback or rejections here on pound USD, and then see price soar to the upside. I'm very much looking at Euro USD because it would give us a better price action than GU by retesting these regions or any pullback and rejections here. Gold, we'll be looking to see what happens. DXY very much as well. And that's that for the outlook. I'll see you guys for recap during the weekends, and ciao.